Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel where I share parts of my life with you. So today we are traveling from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia to guess where? Zanzibar. And God knows I've been thinking and dreaming about going to Zanzibar for a while. So this was a good, exciting trip for me. And trust me, even though I looked like I wasn't excited, I was excited. I was just tired because I had been in Addis for a couple of days. I had to wake up really early to catch this flight. So yeah, at this point I was on the airport shuttle because the plane was kind of far from where we were. So used the airport shuttle to get to the plane and we were boarding. Okay, so not too long, I found my seat and I was just enjoying myself and just getting comfy. It didn't take too long. When we took off, we were served some food and the food was good. Also, I kept checking because you know what? I was too excited for this trip. And the journey was about 2 hours, 45 minutes to get to Zanzibar. You can actually fly directly to Zanzibar from Ethiopia, right? So this was actually a big plane. I didn't video the whole thing, but it was a very, very big plane. And I didn't expect so many people to be going to Zanzibar, okay, at that time. Because I think it was probably like a Wednesday or something like that. So I wasn't expecting so many people to be flying into Zanzibar, right? I saw this interesting cloud and I thought, oh, wow, it looked like someone lives here. Shout out to whichever angel is living there. But this is an island that I saw from the sky. It looked so beautiful. And at this point, we were landing, okay? So, I was filled with excitement because I had been thinking about this trip for a long time. And mind you, while we're trying to land, it was cloudy and there was turbulence. I was like, no, there was turbulence, right? So this was, a little bit scary because the plane was shaking like crazy, okay? And there was just a lot of clouds everywhere. And it seemed like we're trying to break into a different layer. I don't know how to explain that, but yeah. And now we're getting closer and closer. And I was like, oh, wow, this looks good. I was excited. And then we landed. Then, because we were so many on the plane, the immigration was crazy because we had to fill a form, right? And submit it to immigration. And if you're coming from Ghana, it's visa free, so you fill a different form from everyone else. So if you're from Ghana, just note that. Or if you're coming from a visa free country, just note that. And so my hotel had a driver pick me up. And because I had done my research, okay, I didn't really get that culture shock like most people do when they go to Zanzibar, because Zanzibar is like a regular place in Africa that has like it has some parts that are not developed, okay, and it has some parts that are very developed, okay. So you would see a lot of greenery and not too many buildings, okay. I was on my way to Nungwi. Nungwi is where my hotel is, okay. So I was on my way to Nungwi, and trust me, it was a long journey. I was thinking, oh, it's probably like 30 minutes drive. Nope. It probably was an hour, okay? It was an hour to get to my hotel, okay? So I was staying at Paradise City. If you've searched online, you've probably seen it. This is what it looks like before you get there, okay? And trust me, at night, it's it's scarier because there's no light, because there's a lot of like greenery. Some of the places are not so developed, so before you get there's a lot of greenery before you get there, and so it's very dark. There's no lights at some points. Even here at night, it gets pitch black. Okay, so note that. Also, one of the things I should have done on my way to this place was stop by and get like things that I needed. Okay, water, snacks and whatnot. Please, if you're going, do that before you go, because there's nothing around. It's very remote. Okay, and if you want to go somewhere, they have to call you a cab to come and pick you to go to wherever you're going. So it's not in a good location to buy things. You can't walk to the corner store and buy anything here. So this was me arriving. Okay, I was excited, to finally arrive. I was meeting my friends here. Some of them had already arrived, and I was waiting on my other friends to also arrive. So you have to go through reception. So this is the reception, and yeah, this was my room. Again, I was sharing a tent with 2 other people. So there's a big bed, and then there's a single bed. So I took the single bed and they shared the big bed. And this is what it looks like inside. So there's a couch that's facing the natural light that's coming to the room. There's an AC, there's a fan, some curtains. There's no really storage here, just some wooden structure to keep your things on there. Okay, so that was it for us. This is the outside of the tent. This is what it looked like. Okay, and this is the whole place. So I hope this is a more detailed view for you to see what you're dealing with. It had some structures outside as well that you can, relax on, and it had like a mini restaurant where you can order food and drinks and whatnot. Okay, so I think when we came into the room, they gave us some water as well, inclusive. So this is outside. I ordered some food from the restaurant. I ordered a seafood pasta and it was good. Okay, and I didn't even know, but you can actually watch the sunset from here. Okay, so you'd see the sunset somewhere at the end of the video. So here, I was just, sitting down, relaxing, unwinding, and everything was great. Everything was great. I really wanted to see how it's gonna look at night, because I thought it was gonna have a lot more light and all that, but I'll show you guys. So you can see the tent, and at this point, we decided that, they decided they were going to go kayaking. I didn't do that because I don't know how to swim. And even though you can wear like a life jacket and all that, me and water were not very good friends, okay? Because I've almost drowned before and I have PTSD from that. But they were like really enjoying. The guys were really nice. So yeah, it was great. It was very good. And she was just having a lot of fun here. Yeah, they're just kayaking, doing their own thing. So I'm going to leave you to enjoy the kayaking.
It's possible.
Side here. Figure out.
But if you move like that, you feel like you're going farther and farther away. Turn!
So this is where like the sun started setting and it was looking so beautiful. It was so beautiful. Just look at that. It was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. This was my first time seeing the sunset like this, right? Like with the water and all of that. So I was so in love. I sat here till like the sun went away completely, right? So look at that. It was so lovely seeing the sunset like this. I don't know what to say. Just look at it. And again, it didn't take too long. Everything went dark. This is another inside the room at night, right? Inside the tent at night, this is what it looked like. The only thing I didn't like about this place is the washroom was outside, okay? And yeah, it was like like close to the tent, but it was outside. That was the only thing I didn't like about this place. But apart from that, everything was great. The service was good. So this was day 1 for me in Zanzibar. I'm going to show you the rest of what I did throughout the whole trip in different days. And so make sure you like, you subscribe, and you leave a comment. And turn on the notification bell so that you can see when I post day 2 in Zanzibar.
Yes, wow.